Hey there, and welcome back to English Chatroom Podcast. I'm Thomas, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. In this episode, I have something special for you. We're going to learn and practice English with a beautiful classic story, The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Now, don't worry, we are not going to read the entire book word for word. This is my own retelling, a summarized version. It is short enough for you to enjoy in one sitting, but also rich enough to help you learn new words, hear English in context, and practice speaking along with me. Here's how today's episode will work. First, you will hear the story told slowly and clearly using simple words and short sentences. Then, I will teach you some of the most important vocabulary and phrases from the story. I'll explain what each word means in easy English. I'll also give you real life examples so you can understand how to use the words yourself.
And of course, we'll do shadowing practice together. That means you can pause, repeat, and speak along with me to improve your pronunciation and fluency. So, why is The Secret Garden a great choice for learning English? Well, first of all, it's a story full of wonder, discovery, and friendship. It has strong characters, beautiful settings, and emotions you can really feel. The sentences are perfect for learners because they are descriptive but not too difficult. And because the story is about change and growth, it gives us lots of useful words for talking about people, places, feelings, and nature. By the end of today's episode, you will know dozens of new words and expressions. You will also have heard them used in a real story, so they will be much easier to remember. All right, are you ready? Let's begin The Secret Garden, told slowly, simply, and especially for English learners. A long time ago, in the early 1900s, a little girl named Mary Lennox lived in India with her parents. Her father worked for the British government, and her mother loved going to parties. Mary was not a happy child. She was often left alone with servants. She was pale, thin, and cross. That means she was usually in a bad mood. She had no friends, and she did not smile very much. Then, one terrible day, a sickness came to the city where Mary lived. Many people became ill, and sadly, Mary's parents both died. For the first time, Mary had no one to look after her. She was sent far away from India to live in England with her uncle, Mr. Archibald Craven, at a big house called Misselthwaite Manor. When Mary arrived in England, she found that Misselthwaite Manor was huge, dark, and a little mysterious. The house had hundreds of rooms, many of them locked. There were long, empty corridors, and the wind made strange sounds around the walls. Mary met a servant named Martha who told her something interesting. She said there was a garden on the estate that had been locked up for 10 years. No one was allowed to go inside. Mary was curious. She began to explore the grounds outside the manor. She saw wide lawns, tall trees, and stone walls, but she could not find the hidden garden. One morning, while walking outside, Mary met an old gardener named Ben Weatherstaff. Ben was grumpy but kind. He told her that the secret garden had belonged to Mrs. Craven, Mary's aunt, who had died many years ago. After her death, Mr. Craven locked the door and buried the key.
Ben didn't know where the key was now, but Mary felt excited. She wanted to find it.
The next day, Mary saw something strange. A small robin, a red-breasted bird, was hopping along the ground. It sang to her and seemed to invite her to follow. Mary walked after the bird, and it led her to an old wall covered in ivy. At first, it seemed quiet, but then Mary noticed tiny signs of life. Small green shoots were pushing up from the ground. Buds were forming on some of the bushes. It was early spring, and the garden was waking up. Mary felt something new inside her, a feeling she had not known before. She wanted to take care of this place. She wanted to help it grow again. Every day after that, Mary came to the secret garden. She began pulling out weeds, clearing the paths, and loosening the soil. One afternoon, Mary was talking to Martha in the kitchen. She told her about the garden, but not the secret part. She only said she wanted to grow flowers. Martha smiled and said, "You should meet my brother Dickon. He knows all about plants and animals." A few days later, Mary met Dickon on the moor. He was a boy about 12 years old, with bright eyes and a warm smile. He carried a small bag of tools and a whistle that he used to call animals. Dickon loved nature. Birds landed on his shoulder. Squirrels ran near his feet. When Mary told him about a garden that needed help, he agreed to come and see it. When Dickon entered the secret garden, he looked around with joy. He could see the life hidden under the wild plants. Together, Mary and Dickon began to work each day. They planted seeds, trimmed branches, and watered the soil. One night, Mary woke up to a strange sound in the house. It was like the sound of a child crying. She listened carefully. The cry came again, soft but clear. Mary followed the sound through the long, dark corridors. She opened the door and found a boy lying in bed. The boy's face was pale, and he looked weak. He said his name was Colin Craven. He was her cousin, the son of her uncle, Mr. Craven. Colin told Mary he had been ill all his life. Everyone believed he was too weak to walk. He spent his days in bed, thinking he might die young. Mary, who was usually not very kind to others, felt something change inside her. She began visiting Colin every day. She told him about the garden, but still she kept the exact location a secret. As the weeks passed, Mary convinced Colin to go outside. One sunny morning, she and Dickon helped him to the garden door. When Colin entered, his eyes grew wide. He saw green leaves, bright flowers, and sunlight streaming through the trees. The garden felt alive, and Colin felt alive too. Day by day, Colin grew stronger. He began to stand, then to walk. He laughed more often and spoke kindly to the servants. The garden was changing, and so were the children. Meanwhile, Mr. Craven was away from home, traveling in far countries. He was a sad man, haunted by the death of his wife. But one night, he had a dream of her voice, telling him to go home. When he returned to Misselthwaite Manor, he heard laughter in the garden.
He followed the sound
And saw something that amazed him.
his son Colin, standing tall and healthy.
Tears filled Mr. Craven's eyes. The children ran to him, and he hugged Colin tightly. The secret garden had brought life back not only to the plants, but to the people who loved it. From that day on, the garden was open. It became a place of joy, hope, and new beginnings. That is the story of the secret garden, told just for English learners. It's about nature, friendship, and healing. It's also about how kindness and curiosity can change lives. You've just listened to the story of the secret garden. Now let's learn some of the important words and phrases from today's episode. We'll go slowly, clearly, and we'll practice speaking together. 1. Lonely.
Feeling sad because you are alone.
Mary felt lonely when she first arrived at her uncle's house.
I feel lonely sometimes, but it gets better.
I feel lonely sometimes, but it gets better.
2. Mansion.
A very large and beautiful house. Misselthwaite Manor is a big mansion with many rooms.
They live in a large mansion.
They live in a large mansion. 3. Mysterious.
Something strange or hard to understand.
The locked garden door was mysterious.
This place feels mysterious.
This place feels mysterious.
4. Key. A small metal object used to open locks. Mary found a key hidden under the soil.
I found a key.
I found a key.
5. Secret. Something that is not told to others.
The garden was a secret place.
The garden is full of flowers.
Repeat after me. The garden is full of flowers. Gate, meaning a door in a fence or wall that opens to let people in. Example, she opened the garden gate with the key. Repeat after me. The gate is locked. Explore, meaning to look around a place to learn about it. Example, Mary loved to explore the old rooms in the mansion. Repeat after me. I want to explore the city. Whisper, meaning to speak very softly. Example, Colin whispered so no one could hear him. Repeat after me. Please whisper in the library. Friend, meaning a person you like and trust. Example, Dickon became Mary's good friend. Repeat after me.
You are my friend.
Smile. To move your mouth in a happy way. Example: Mary began to smile more each day. Repeat after me. I smile when I am happy. Change.
Can you keep a secret? Garden, meaning a piece of land where flowers or plants are grown. Example, she wanted to make the garden beautiful again. Repeat after me. The garden is full of flowers. Gate, meaning a door in a fence or wall that opens to let people in. Example, she opened the garden gate with the key. Repeat after me. The gate is locked. Explore, meaning to look around a place to learn about it. Example, Mary loved to explore the old rooms in the mansion. Repeat after me. I want to explore the city. Whisper, meaning to speak very softly. Example, Colin whispered so no one could hear him. Repeat after me. Please whisper in the library. Friend, meaning a person you like and trust. Example, Dickon became Mary's good friend. Repeat after me. You are my friend.
Smile. To move your mouth in a happy way. Example: Mary began to smile more each day. Repeat after me. I smile when I am happy. Change. Friend. A person you like and trust. Example: Dickon became Mary's good friend. Repeat after me. You are my friend. Smile, meaning to move your mouth in a happy way. Example, Mary began to smile more each day. Repeat after me. I smile when I am happy. Change, meaning to become different. Example, the garden began to change as the flowers grew. Repeat after me. People can change. Sunshine, meaning light from the sun. Example, the garden looked bright in the sunshine. Repeat after me. I enjoy the sunshine. Healthy, meaning feeling well and strong. Example, Colin became healthy after spending time outside. Repeat after me. I want to be healthy. Fresh air, meaning clean air outside. Example, the children enjoyed the fresh air in the garden.
I need some fresh air.
Nature, plants, animals, and the outside world. Dickon loved nature and took care of animals.
Nature is beautiful. Laugh, meaning to make happy sounds when something is funny. Example, they laugh together while working in the garden. Repeat after me. I laugh with my friends. Alive, meaning living, not dead. Example, the garden felt alive again in spring. Repeat after me. I feel alive in the morning. Magic, meaning something wonderful that seems impossible. Example, it felt like magic to see the flowers grow. Repeat after me. Do you believe in magic? Hope, meaning a feeling that something good will happen. Example, the garden gave them hope for the future. Repeat after me. I have hope. Phrase 21. Hidden away. Kept out of sight so that others cannot see or find it. The box of old letters was hidden away in the attic.
Hidden away.
The box was hidden away in the attic. Phrase 22. Felt a shiver. Meaning, experienced a small shake of the body, often from cold or fear. Example, she felt a shiver when the wind touched her neck. Repeat after me. Felt a shiver. Repeat again. I felt a shiver when I heard the sound. Phrase 23. Come to life. Meaning, to become lively, active, or full of energy. Example, the garden seemed to come to life in the spring. Repeat after me. Come to life. Repeat again. The flowers came to life in the sunlight. Phrase 24. Brighten up. Meaning, to become more cheerful, happy, or full of light. Example, her smile could brighten up the whole room. Repeat after me. Brighten up. Repeat again. A sunny day can brighten up my mood. Step inside. To enter a place, please step inside and make yourself comfortable. Step inside. We stepped inside the warm house. Phrase 26. Full of wonder. Meaning, feeling amazed or curious. Example, the child looked at the stars full of wonder. Repeat after me. Full of wonder. Repeat again. She was full of wonder at the beautiful sight. Phrase 27. No one knew. Meaning, nobody was aware of it. Example, no one knew the garden was there. Repeat after me. No one knew. Repeat again. No one knew where the key was. Phrase 28. Breathe in deeply. Meaning, to take a deep breath, often to enjoy a smell or relax. Example, he breathed in deeply to enjoy the fresh air. Breathe in deeply. I breathed in deeply and felt calm. All around.
Everywhere in the surrounding area.
Flowers grew all around the fountain. Repeat after me. All around. Repeat again. There were birds all around the garden. Phrase 30. New beginning. Meaning, a fresh start or a chance to start again. Example, moving to a new city felt like a new beginning. Repeat. New beginning. Repeat again. Spring brings a new beginning for nature. Run into, meaning to meet someone by chance. Example, I ran into an old friend at the market yesterday. Repeat. Run into. I ran into an old friend at the market yesterday. Wake up to, meaning to become aware of something. Example, Mary woke up to the beauty of the garden.
Wake up to. Mary woke up to the beauty of the garden. Take a step. To move forward or begin to act. He took a step into the dark hallway. Repeat. Take a step. He took a step into the dark hallway. catch one's breath, meaning to rest for a moment after physical activity. Example, after running up the hill, she stopped to catch her breath. Repeat, catch my breath. I stopped to catch my breath. Breathe in, to take air or smell into your lungs. She breathed in the sweet scent of roses. Breathe in. She breathed in the sweet scent of roses. Make friends. To become friends with someone. Mary made friends with the robin in the garden. Make friends. Mary made friends with the robin in the garden. Come across. To find something by chance. She came across an old diary in the attic. Come across. She came across an old diary in the attic. Go exploring. To travel around a place to learn more about it. The children went exploring in the forest. Go exploring. The children went exploring in the forest. Full of wonder, feeling great surprise or admiration. The child's eyes were full of wonder when he saw the fireworks. Full of wonder. The child's eyes were full of wonder. Change for the better. To improve in a positive way. Mary's life began to change for the better after she found the garden. Change for the better. My life began to change for the better. To keep a secret, not tell anyone about something you know. Mary decided to keep the garden a secret for now. I can keep a secret. She kept it a secret from her friends. A sudden change. When something becomes different very quickly. There was a sudden change in the weather. The sun came out. A sudden change can surprise you. There was a sudden change in his mood. Full of wonder, feeling amazed and curious. Mary's eyes were full of wonder when she saw the first flowers. The child was full of wonder. I looked at the stars, full of wonder. To breathe in deeply, take a long breath. She breathed in deeply, smelling the fresh flowers. Breathe in deeply and relax. He breathed in deeply before speaking.
A hidden place. A place that is not easy to find. The garden was a hidden place behind the wall. I found a hidden place in the park. The cave was a hidden place. To look after. To take care of someone or something. Mary wanted to look after the garden. I look after my little brother. She looks after the flowers every morning. Step by step, slowly and carefully, one stage at a time. She worked on the garden step by step. We'll do this step by step. He learned English step by step. Fresh air. Clean air from outside. The fresh air in the garden made her happy. I love breathing fresh air. Fresh air is good for your health.
A peaceful moment. A short time when things are quiet and calm. She enjoyed a peaceful moment in the garden. I like a peaceful moment in the morning. Reading gives me a peaceful moment. To bring to life. Make something lively or active again. Mary's care brought the garden to life. Music can bring a room to life. A smile can bring someone to life. And that's the end of today's story, The Secret Garden.
We explored how a lonely girl, Mary, found friendship, kindness, and a hidden place full of beauty. We also learned many new words and phrases to help you speak and understand English more easily. Remember, learning English is like caring for a garden. At first, the soil may seem empty, but if you keep planting small seeds, new words, phrases, and practice, one day your English will bloom with confidence and color. I encourage you to listen to this episode again. Each time you listen, you will catch something new. Shadow my voice. Repeat after me. Use the vocabulary in your own sentences. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. It will help them, and it will also help you to review what you learned today.
Thank you for joining me here on English Chatroom Podcast. This is Thomas wishing you a wonderful day. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time for another story, another adventure, and more English practice. Take care and happy learning.